Good morning, everybody. This is Joe Serino with the True Common Ground podcast, and today the podcast is going to be a little bit different. After yesterday's announcement from Colorado, where the Supreme Court basically decided to remove Donald Trump from their ballot based on the fact that they found him guilty of participating in and giving comfort to others who were part of an insurrection, I decided that I needed to take this moment, this very precious opportunity, to write a letter from a citizen to the Supreme Court of the United States. And I hope that more of you do the same. I hope that you'll share this letter if you agree with it. And even if you don't agree with it, I hope you'll share it in the hopes that maybe somebody on the Supreme Court might actually see it. And maybe it will weigh on their mind when they're making what is going to be the single most important decision any Supreme Court has ever made since this country began 246 years ago. So, if you will, dear Chief Justice Roberts and members of the Supreme Court of the United States, I'm just a citizen of this country. I'm nobody special or privileged in any way. I'm just a guy from New Jersey with a wonderful wife, 3 beautiful children, and 4 wonderful grandchildren. I guess you could say I'm a blue-collar son of a blue-collar guy who risked his life and limb in the South Pacific to stop Japanese aggression during World War II. I'm very proud of what my father and what he and his countrymen and women did to stop evil and quite literally save the world. And yet, in this dark moment, I must admit that I am very grateful that he died 30 years ago. Because if he saw what has become of this precious gift called America, this gift he risked and others gave their lives to save, it would most definitely destroy him. Mr. Chief Justice, I wrote to you in 2011 after the Citizens United decision, when your court decreed that money was speech and corporations were essentially people. Because in the wake of that decision, enormous amounts of money, most of it untraceable, poured into our elections. Soon after that decision, we saw our first billion-dollar presidential election, and it's only gotten worse since then. So I wrote a letter and I asked a simple question regarding the astronomical growth of money in elections and the effect on the founders' hopes for this great nation. I asked you, is this what you wanted? Was taking America from we, the people, and handing it to massive, nameless financial interests really your intention? I can't believe it was. I still can't believe it was. And yet, here we are. A demagogue holds us hostage with his lies and his deceptions. He gathers about himself a never-ending cast of opportunistic enablers, all of them clutching at his coattails for the scraps and power and profit he leaves behind. He makes a mockery of truth, a sickening perversion of patriotism. He divides us, and he delegitimizes every institution, including yours, to enhance his power and his treasure. He lies to his followers. He promises them something he will never give them: hope and dignity. Hatred is his chosen weapon, his core value, his single purpose in this endeavor: hatred and the destruction that it enables. And the whole world knows it. And quite frankly, the world fears what may come of all of us if this candle of freedom called America is finally snuffed out. Sir, by the grace of God and the genius of our founders and the gift of our Constitution, you now have the right and the way to save this republic. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, while it never imagined the origin or the level of this corruption, serves perfectly and justly as your instrument to end this national nightmare. Now, Chief Justice, if you do this before the primaries, it will benefit ethical Republican candidates who continue to wait in the wings, whoever they may be. If you do it after, the gift will help President Biden, but then the decision will forever be considered partisan. Now, I say this as a lifelong Democrat who would gladly risk losing the White House if it meant saving my country. So we beg you, sir, stop this bleeding. Deliver us from these evil lies and deceptions. Blunt the efforts Russia, China, and Iran continue to make to leverage this chaos by lawfully removing their agent of record. Give we, the people, a chance to rescue and renew this nation. Give us a chance to do the hard work we must do to build solutions and to build conduits of collaboration so essential to forming that more perfect union. And if I may ask on a very personal basis, please give me the chance to give my children and grandchildren the opportunity, the hope, and the freedom my father and his generation gave me. I thank you for listening. I ask you to share this message because we have a chance, a very small chance right now, thanks to 4 justices out of 7 in the state of Colorado. We have a chance to put an end to this chaos and this misery. We have a chance, just a small chance, to recover the Republican Party to what it used to be, a great party. Not one that I oftentimes agreed with, but still a great party. We have a chance to save democracy, to save America, and indeed the world. Because I can't begin to think of what the world might be like without the America that has been here and has saved it so many times before. I wish you all the best of the holidays. I wish you a hopeful new year. And I pray that the Supreme Court will take this moment in time to do justice. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next Tuesday.
We all want to be safe. We all want to be warm. We all want to feel loved, know the comfort of home. Want our children to grow, learn to make their own sound. Seems to me we all walk on common ground. Common ground, common ground. We all walk on common ground.
We all wanna be strong, fully free and alive. Take just enough chances, stand up tall and with pride. Yes, we all wanna play, have good friends all around. It seems to me we all walk on common ground. Common ground, common ground. We all walk
on common ground. Some conversations aren't easy, and we wonder how we'll turn this mess around. But if we realize and seek to compromise,
under one moon, lift our face to one sun, feel the wetness of rain, seek shelter, everyone. Yearn for rest when we're weary, seek solace when we're down. It seems to me we all walk on common ground.
Some conversations aren't easy,
and we wonder how we'll turn this mess around.
But if we realize and seek to compromise, we can meet on common ground. Common ground. We all walk on common ground. Common ground. Common ground. We all walk. I know that we all walk 1 foot forward. We all walk on common ground.